All right, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. Today, as you know, I'm going to be making some Bacon Cheeseburger Pickle Poppers. Now, I got to tell you, I've been thinking about doing pickle poppers for, I thought it was just over a year, but it may even have been 2 years. I've been here over a year now, or just over a year. And I know I've had this idea of doing these pickle poppers instead of jalapeno poppers for a long time. If you've done anything as far as creating on YouTube, you know sometimes you get ideas, they get pushed off, they get pushed off, they get pushed off. Well, JD at JD's Barbecue and Bourbon, he did these pickle poppers. He did them slightly different than what I'm doing here. He did them differently than my original idea. He cut them in half like jalapenos. I was going to cut them in horizontal like halves and scoop them out with cream cheese and all that. Anyway, so he did that, and I commented saying, I've had that idea for over a year, and I think it was a little surprised that, over a year, why haven't you done these, It just happens. And you can go out over to his channel, JD's Barbecue and Bourbon, check his version out. And then so I got to thinking about it. I'm like, I really need to do these. And then I was on Facebook the other day, and there's a dill pickle page that came up, and they had these cheeseburger pickle poppers, and I'm going to show you how it's made. I thought as soon as I saw that, I go, well, see, there's a reason why I didn't make them originally with the cream cheese like a jalapeno popper. So I'm going to go inside, show you how I made these. We're going to smoke them on the Pit Boss Lexington at 250 degrees, and it may take an hour, but I think it's probably going to take close to 2 hours just so that we get that bacon crisp. And hey, if it takes 30 minutes at a higher temp, we'll do that too. So let's go inside. I'll show you how I put these together, and then we'll bring them back out and we'll get these things going. All right, first thing I'm going to do is you take your hamburger and you add some cheddar cheese to it, but I ground up some elk steak with brisket fat to get about an 80-20. So I'm just going to put that in there. Half a cup of cheese, SPG, eyeball it. You can use as much or as little as you want, and then I'm going to get this mixed up. Okay, and I've got this mixed up, and yeah, bad cheese is okay. Slow down the melting process maybe a little bit. And so I'm only using half a pound. You can use a pound. I'm only making a few of these just to show you how to make them. But I'm telling you, these are going to be delicious. Okay, like I mentioned, JD, he cut his in half this way, like this. And then he ended up with his pickles, looking kind of like a jalapeno. He cored out the center and stuffed his that way. And what my original idea and how I'm going to do these is I'm going to cut them lengthwise. And then I'm going to scoop out the seeds this way. Okay, so that you have 2 of them cleaned out. Sorry about that, I didn't hit record, just put 2 cheese sticks in there. I'm going to take my meat mixture, and we're just going to fill this in. On top is just fine. It doesn't have to be pushed all the way down into the cavity. It can actually stand up a little bit, which will make it more of a rounded type pickle again. Okay, so you can already tell these are going to be nice and cheesy. Now all we got to do is wrap them in bacon. Okay, so you just take your bacon, start at one end. Yeah, see, that'll come apart. We're going to hold it together with bacon. Okay, this is going to take a couple of pieces of bacon to cover the whole pickle. I'm going to make sure you got plenty of bacon. Now you can hold these together with toothpicks if you want. I don't like to. I just like to wrap them because once we set them in the grill, the bacon will shrink up and everything will be fine. All right, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna get a few more done and we'll be right back. All right, there you go. Bacon cheeseburger pickle poppers. Just like that, I ended up doing 6 out of that ½ pound. Some of these don't have quite as much meat as these first 2. You don't need that much meat, and I wanted to get 6 out of that ½ pound. So there we go. And now these will be fine just like they are, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning to it. You can add whatever your favorite rub is. I'm gonna use some of Meat Church's honey bacon barbecue. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. And I'm just gonna do the top side. All right, let's get these out on that pellet grill. Okay, Pit Boss is up to 250. Here's my cheeseburger pickle popper, bacon cheeseburger pickle poppers right here. And then I had 3 pieces of bacon. I didn't want them to go to waste. I had that 1/2 of a pickle here, and I cut another one in half. They just have cheese in them, these 3. So I thought I'll just toss them in with them. But these are the bacon cheeseburger pickle poppers. Let's get them inside. Okay, and I've showed these before. Showed this before. I'm using the rack. If your rack has feet on them, put them up. And what that does is it lets you, when you put it in your grill, you can move it in and slide it around with ease. And the feet don't stick on anything, all right? So here we go. We'll see how long it takes. I'm gonna say an hour to an hour and a half. No, an hour to 2 hours is my guess. 250 degrees. I'll be back. All right, hour and a half. I think the bacon's still kind of soft. I'm gonna turn it up to 300 for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Try to get that bacon crisp. All right, that's looking pretty darn good right there. I think I'm gonna pull these off. Plane going ahead, overhead. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna let these cool off a little bit so that I can do a taste test. Okay, again, here they are. Cheeseburger pickle poppers. These in the front have the meat in it, and I threw some in there with just cheese, just so I could use up the bacon. Look at that. Let's cut one of these open. All right, let's move some of these to the side. Let's get this plumper one right here. Let's just get right in there. Okay, let's cut one right in half. Look at that. Okay, there's the cheese, there's the burger. This is actually the ground elk that I did, but obviously you could use hamburger. Let's take a taste of these. All right, to avoid the cooler weather, it's not too cold out today. We've had snow and rain from that Pineapple Express thing going through California. Airplanes going above. Let's just do the taste test in here, all right? So there you go, cheeseburger pickle popper. Thanks, JD, for just reminding me that I needed to do this. Again, inspired by JD's Barbecue and Bourbon. Go check his channel out. Anyway, so let's give these a taste. Again, I used ground elk that I ground up this morning. My grinder's still back there. Elk with some brisket fat. And yeah, here we go. I tell you what, if you like dill pickles, you're gonna love this. Look at the cheese. Still steaming. This is actually kind of like a cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger without the bun. So yeah, I'd imagine this is keto maybe? Anyway, very tasty, very good. If you want to try something different, you could make these, cut them in half, serve them as hors d'oeuvres, or just make them as snacks. I mean, this could be a meal. Throw a couple of these on a plate with some french fries. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.